I'm Dan Galusha and welcome to another edition of Shootin' Plink. Today we're back with a gun that we did the overview and told you how to do everything with it as far as putting it together, the whole works. It's a Ruger 1022 Takedown. I got it right here in this case. I've showed you this case before. Really nice case. Everything's in it right here. There's the one part. There's the other part. And we're going to snap this together. Just like that. She's ready to go. Flip up the sight because I do not have a rail on this. Like I said, we've told you everything about this gun in the past episodes that we've had. And I told you we were going to get out and shoot someday, and the weather's good right now. We're here at Cedar Oaks, and that's exactly what we're going to do. In fact, the first ammo that I'm loading in, and I've got several different ones here, I'll show you. We've got the semi-auto quiet. This is CCI. Not too sure how that's going to work with any of them. I think I've got a bad batch, and we're going to talk about that in another video. Then I've got the standard, and that's what's loaded in the first magazine we're going to shoot. We got some Norma here that we've got, and I'm not sure which one I've got. I've got the, well, it's the subsonic one, and that's a low velocity, about like the standard, I guess. Really just about 7 feet per second higher than the standard, so not that much. We've got some subsonic 22 here, and this is about 20 feet per second less than the standard CCI, so we're going to vary them. And then we've got some higher powered Aguila, and I think that's in the 1200 line. You know, that's the funny thing about Aguila. They never put it on their box as to what their FPS is. Anyway, we're going to get this thing around here. I'm going to get my headphones on. I've already got my safety glasses on. And we're going to shoot these targets down here. I've got the new rubber hanger for one of the shooting target 7s there. It's and you'd seen that in another video too. We've got everything there shooting target 7, and we've got some knockovers, and we're going to knock those over probably first, get them out of the way for the other one, and then we're going to shoot at that. And we'll start off up here about 10-15 yards, and we'll move back 25. Then we'll go over to the 50-yard range. So let's see what we got going here. Just have never fired this thing yet. You and I are going to get to see this thing for the first time together. Well, let's see. Put a round in, and see how this thing does. Take safety off. That's always important. Not bad. Now let's see on the bullseye. Got it. That's it. So, that's not too bad. Hit that bullseye each time. You can see the flapper. We got all the knockovers. So now let's move back to 25 yards. Reload this and we'll go again. I'm sorry about all the traffic noise that may be popping in and out here. It's pretty doggone busy. Plus the wind's coming as slight as it is out of the south, and so it's blowing it right into here. And there's no foliage, as you can see at the moment, so it'll be quieter later on. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom you in. We're back here at 25 yards, so I'll zoom you in just a little bit and get you positioned so that you can see that. Okay, you're zoomed in. Now we'll put a round in. So far, I'm impressed with how I have not had to do any adjustment to these sights. The one thing I like about this gun, and I like the fiber optic on the other regular 1022 I've got that's a compact model with a wooden stock. But this one has got the brass bead, like the Henrys have got. And I've got a fondness for brass beads and Skinner sights, as you know. Of course, there's no Skinner sight on here, but the combination of that to me is just great. Well, we'll move around here and pick off some of those. And oh, by the way, I switched over to CCI subsonic this time. So let's see what we got going. Well, that's pretty good. Now let's take on the bullseye. Well, we rattled that bullseye, didn't we? Well, what do you say we set a target up at the 50-yard range? I'll grab some of it. First, I'll tell you what we're going to do is we're going to grab some of the quiet ammo and check it out. The quiet ammo has a problem with knocking over some of the knockovers, so I didn't even worry with setting those up. By the way, I've been loading all of these magazines with a mag lula that they've got. It's an up lula for 1022s, and I've showed you about that in the past. Just go back and look at some of the other videos on the channel. But it works pretty good, but this one I loaded by hand, so we'll see if there's a difference. But so far everything's been cycling great. I'm anxious to see if this quiet 22 does cycle, because like I said, I've been having some issues, and how I found it out is when I was firing the Ruger Mark IV, because before I know that cycling through, and it had some problems. So we're going to be coming back and doing another video, so stay tuned for that one. But this one, let's see what it does with this quiet stuff. That's it. Cycled. So it cycled that stuff just great, and it really laid it in there. So let's head for the 50-yard range. Okay, we're here on the 50-yard range, and I've zoomed in a little bit because I can't hardly see that, especially that middle target. I know you can, though, being zoomed in. With that little bitty bullseye that I've just about knocked off as far as the paint up there at 25-yard. And those two things on either side, those targets are on the new Shooting Target 7 T-post hangers. And then that bar is hung between them because it's got that new feature where you can do that. So we're going to have all three to shoot at. We're going to shoot at one of them red ones. I'll shoot at the red one on the right, or to the left first, and put a round in. And we'll see if we can get them at 50. Oh, by the way, I'm using a Gila too. This is that super extra or whatever. Anyway, it's the more high potency stuff. Got it. We'll get the one on the right. Yep, got it. Can't hardly hear them on that thing, I've noticed, but you can hear them. We'll see what we can do about the middle. Got it. I can barely see it, but I'm hitting it. You can see it swinging. Let's go to the left again. Got it. At the right. We'll get that middle again. Yep, got it. Got it again. Now let's get the left. Well, I'm out. So, we got them at 50 yards. Boy, I tell you, that middle one, it's pretty hard to see, but it's swinging around. I'm hitting it. I went up to the 50-yard range, picked up the target. Let's hit right here. Got it backwards. How about that? There it is. Right there. And it looks like quite a few of them are kind of off to the right side there. But it did hit it. And like I said, that did pretty good. All the ammo cycled. It hit the other targets as well, which I could see. I still got them up there. But the one thing I forgot was this Norma Tactical 22. That's the subsonic one. And what we're going to do is we're going to fire about 5 rounds at that at the Shooting Target 7 dirtbag knockovers up there. And we'll pop those off and see if it cycles as Norma, because so far everything has cycled in this gun. It's been absolutely great. No sight adjustment or anything. Well, you can see it there. Put a round in, and we'll see what we can do with it. Still had one, I didn't see him. And that's it. So, fired them all, cycled them all, hit them, and knocked them over. Just what we wanted. Well, that was the 1022, the Ruger 1022 Takedown. First time that I fired this rifle. First time for you too, because it had not been fired until we did it today, and I've been very impressed. 5 different types of ammunition, all different velocities, right on down to 835 feet per second, which is the CCI Quiet 22 Auto, and it cycled out just fine. Hit the targets, did a great job. I love that sight, that brass sight up there that we've got. I'm really glad they put that on there. This is the flip down adjustable rear sight that's a white diamond, which I've showed you all in those others, and it's just worked great. I mean, everything about it. And we're going to take it apart, put it away, and to take it apart you have to, of course, you have to get this little gadget right here to pull this down and lock it back like that. And then you have this little deal here, and the easiest way is to take it, put it between your legs like this, push this forward, pop it off, and there she is. Ready to be put away the case, easy to clean the barrel, because there it is right here. And hey, I'm impressed with this gun. I really, really like it. Easy to store without a doubt, small case as you can see, and this case does come with it, as I've told you before. So, and it's got room enough to put other things. In fact, I've got 2 Ruger pistols in here right now, a Max 9 and a Security 380. So, you know, it holds a lot of stuff, plus this rifle. So until next time, shoot safe and have a great day of plinking.